This conference will now be recorded.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. So, Mahesh, can you please give me organizer permission so that I can share my screen?
Already, yes, sir. You can try now.
Yeah, let me know if it is visible for you.
Yes, sir. We can see.
Perfect. Hey, hi team. This is Murli. I have almost 15 years of experience in multiple technologies and multiple domains. So I don't want to waste the time because it's almost 10 minutes left. So we are all here to know about software testing. So first, okay, let me minimize the screen. Okay, now it is completely visible, right, for everyone? Okay, so software testing. What is meant by software testing? So software, you might have heard few things about any of the success story. So any of the project or a product, it is successful or a failure in the market is depends upon the testing only. So if testing is done properly, then the project or a product will definitely succeeded in the market. Whereas if we haven't done testing properly, then the product or a project might not be successful in the market. That means a testing will play a very important role in software industry. Not only software industry, in manufacturing or a financial or anywhere. So if you're trying to buy any of the product, let's take if you are trying to try any TV, without testing it, you won't buy it, right? You just want to see in the showroom how exactly the picture will look like. And you will check the volume of the TV and you will see the appearance, that means the quality of the picture, and you will see whether you have a Wi-Fi capability or not, how exactly whether you can change the sound system or not. So all those things you will check any of the product before you buy it. That means you are testing from the end user perspective. Okay, but in order to available any of the project or a product in the market, it has to undergo multiple categories of testing. Okay, there are multiple categories or multiple levels of testing. So we have been using different terms called testing. So before we go into the testing in deeper, first of all, let us know what is meant by software testing. So software testing is a process of checking. What are we going to check? We are checking correctness, whether the project or a product is correct or not, or completeness, security, and quality of a developed software. This is a simple definition for software testing. So again, I'm repeating, this is nothing but a process. Normally, we are just following the process in order to check. What are we going to check? We are going to check the correctness, completeness, security, and quality of a developed software. I'm here saying about developed. That means the software has to be already developed by the developer. Okay, that means the software has to be ready in order to test in a testing perspective. The testing which is under test is called as AUT or a SUT. That is nothing but application under test or system under test. That means any of the application or any of the system before it go into the testing life cycle or testing phases, we call the product or we call the project as AUT or SUT. That means that particular item is ready for testing. Okay, and here we are talking about two different words. What are they? Project and product. So is there anyone heard about these two words, project and product? We hear about these two words very frequently. saying about, have you completed the project in your career? Like there is some your study career where you have completed, you have given some project work, and they are asking to complete in particular timeline. And there is something called product. So product is something different than the project. So let me differentiate what exactly product and what exactly project. So product means it is built upon the market problems and find a solution. That means in order to build any product, we'll go into the market and make a survey and find that what exactly the people from the market has been expecting. Okay, let's take in the market, I can see a lot of soaps are available. Okay, what is the advantage and disadvantages of the particular soaps which are available in the market? We need to make a survey and find out what are the other things which are expected by the clients or customers. So based on the survey, you will create a new product. That means here no one is giving, very important point, no one will give you requirements. That means what need to be done. No one will give you requirements. Here you people as an organization or you people will go into the market and do some survey, sample survey or something kind of that, and make sure that what exactly the outside customers or clients are expecting from this particular item. That is called as product. That means it always market specific. Okay, got my point? And other one is project. Here it is built upon the customer or a client requirements. That means here there is a customer or a client who is available upon our project delivery. So what they will do, they will give you the requirements saying that this is what I need. That means there is an instructor who will give you the requirements. Based on the requirements, you will start working on the requirements which are available or which are given by the customer. Okay, so you will build your project. So here the project term is very, very important because we are customer centric. That means customer specific or a client specific. Here we have one or the other customers who will give the requirements. Based on the requirement, we'll start our work. So after completing the work, we call it as a project. Hope you got the difference between project and product. Let me explain you once again with a normal example. Product means, let's take, if you want to manufacture something which is already there in the market. Let's take, you want to manufacture some TV. So you know lot of TVs are available in the market, like Samsung, Sony, MI, like that. Lot of TVs are available, but you thought of manufacturing a new TV, nothing but television. So what you will do, you will simply not build a product as per your wish. You will go into the market and check with some of the other customers who has been already using the TV and get some suggestions from them. Say that what exactly the positiveness and negativeness, nothing to say that cons and pros of the product. Let's say if they can say that Samsung TV doesn't have that much volume capability. Okay, you will make a note of it. Sony TV, it has the picture quality is very good, but sound quality is not that much as expected. They have a when we increase the volume, there is a choppy around the volume. So you just make a note of it. In the same way, you go to the MITV and get the customer and ask him what are the pros and cons of the particular product. So he will say some of the other items. So based on the requirements which are gathered from the market, you will start building or you will start manufacturing a TV. That means here there is no boss available. You are the person who has been raising the product based on the requirements from the market. So product is market specific. Whereas project means it is requirements. That means what exactly he need. All those instructions are getting from the client or a customer. There is a boss, some customer or a client who will give us a requirement, that means instructions to do like this. You know, right? Constructing a building. If you want to construct a building, you need someone who has to say, this is how we need to build. Okay, he will say that, no, no, kitchen should be like this. No, no, I want a soft north corner as a bedroom. Okay, there is someone who will give you the instructions. That means now you are working on the project. Okay, project is customer or a client specific, whereas product means it is always depends upon the market problems or market needs. Hope you got these two differences. Again, I'm just taking a step back. Now, what is software testing? As said, software testing is nothing but it's a process of checking correctness, whether it is working as expected or not. Very important term. See, you are expecting when you buy any product, you will expect, you have some expectations on the product, saying that, yeah, I brought a new TV in my home. You have some expectations saying that my picture quality should be like this, my sound quality should be like this, or you have all the supportable versions, like whether it can be supported by Wi-Fi or not. So all those things, that means based on your expectations, based on your expectations, you can do whether as per your expectations or not. That is nothing but correctness. And completeness. Completeness means is the product or a project is completed. That means end to end is there or not. Okay, when you start a TV, it has to come as per your wish, and it should be completed till the end. End to end product, there shouldn't be any flaws. That is nothing but completeness. And security for any product or a project, it is very, very important that it should have a security feature. Okay, that means whenever you are buying anything, let's say you are trying to buy a mobile. For that mobile also, you'll check for the security. You want to make a screen guard or back pouch or whatever it is. That means you are trying to give a security to your mobile. Also, there should be some of the other apps should be available not to theft any data from the mobile. That means there is a software which should be installed, antivirus software which should be installed in order to save your data or save your whatever the components which are available in the mobile. And it should be quality oriented. So all these four pillars, we call it as a software testing in order to check all these things. Software testing, again I'm telling you, software testing is a process of checking correctness, completeness, security, and quality of a developed software. Okay, and before we start any testing on anything, we call it as the application under test or system under test, that is SUT or AUT. Okay, I'm just giving a pause. Any questions, team? Any questions for me before I go into the next thing?
Nothing from my side, sir.
Good. Please feel free to ask me so that I can stop anytime and raise the concern and whatever you are asking for, and feel free to ask me. I'm here to explain you how many number of times you want. Okay. And let me give you some PPT where exactly it shows about the importance of testing. See, some of the other objectives like any applications are hacking because of the testing is failed. You can see some Bangalore hacker gets Twitter and Facebook bounty for reporting a bug. Okay, because he reported a bug, he got a bounty, 10 lakhs amount. So in order to secure your data, every application or every software is giving more priority. Okay, that's what it is. And you can see here, the bug, it is very, very important. Previously, you might have heard about some bug, which is very much inserted in our mobile or a system, so that everybody will fear about what happens my data, what happens to my data which is available in my system or a mobile. Okay, so in order to secure your data, testing has to be done regularly and thoroughly. That means it should have a correctness, completeness, security, and quality. Okay, all these four pillars has to met in order to say any software testing is accomplished. Okay, and we have a different definitions also available. That is Wikipedia definition and ISTQB definition also available. Yeah. The next concept is, what is the purpose of testing? What is the purpose of testing? Our testing purpose is finding bugs or defects of a software. This is very important. So your intention is you are going to test some product means or a project means your intention is finding the bugs or defects of a software. Okay, but not to say their absence. You're not here to say there is no bugs in my software. You're not here. You do the testing aggressively. That means the constructive or destructive process. That means the process is in such a way that we have to do testing positively or else negatively. Let's take an example. We have a checkbox which accepts 1 to 10 numbers. Okay, what is the testing that you will perform? Again, I'm telling you, testing purpose is finding the bugs or defects of a software, but not to say their absence. You can't say, okay, you got any application or a software saying that, can you please test this bug? Your intention is to find the bugs, but not to say there are no bugs in the software. You do whatever it is, like in a positive way or a negative way. That is nothing but constructive or destructive way. You need to find the bugs. That is your motto, your intention to do the testing. Okay. And as said, the example is checkbox accepts 1 to 10 numbers. What is the positive testing? Try to enter 1. Enter 1 and check whether it is acceptable or not. Okay. And the same way, enter 2, check whether it is accepting or not. 3, 4, 5. Like that, I will enter all the 10 numbers and see whether my checkbox accepts that number or not. Yes, that is called positive testing. Very good. And what about negative testing? Negative testing is nothing but do a destructive way. That means enter 0, which is not mentioned here. Enter negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, and check whether my checkbox accepts these numbers or not. And enter the numbers beyond 10. So this is called positive, as I said, testing, whereas negative testing is nothing but destructive. Destructive testing is try to enter -1, 0, and negative values, as I said, values, and values more than 10, because my checkbox accepts that is nothing but boundary values. My values, the checkbox accepts 1 to 10. What are the boundary values? Below 1, we have a number called 0, and -1, -2, -3. Try to enter and see whether my checkbox accepts those numbers or not. And try to enter more than 10 number, 10, 11, 12, 13, like that. Okay, and try to enter it and see whether my checkbox accepts those numbers or not. And again, try to enter space. Okay, you should not accept actually. As said, let's take, if you're trying to log into your Gmail, you have entered your mail ID, and without password, you just click on sign in. Will it accept? No, right? Without password, it won't accept. So my checkbox condition is it should accept 1 to 10. So test with 1 to 10 numbers is called as positive testing. And negative testing is nothing but enter the exceeding numbers, like the boundary numbers from 1 to 10, like -1, -2, -3. In the same way, more than 10, 11, 12, 13, enter 100, enter 2000, 3000, like that. And the other thing is enter space and check whether my checkbox accepts the space or not. And other negative testing is enter special characters. What are the special characters we have? Exclamatory, @ hash, dollar, percentage. So try to check. Try to enter these numbers in the checkbox and see whether my checkbox accepts these numbers or not. And any other negative testing? Try to enter characters. right? Check characters like A, B, C, D, E, F. Try to check whether characters are accepted by my checkbox or not. Any other negative testing, please? Enter combination of characters and numbers. Check whether my checkbox accepts characters and numbers as well. So this is called as negative testing or destructive testing. Okay, so our intention is to say that my checkbox accepts 1 to 10, whether my checkbox accepting all those numbers or not. Okay, so we need to test it constructively as well as destructively. That is positive testing and negative testing. Okay, and the other thing that I want to say is developer and tester. Small difference. With this, I'll close the session. Only small difference. Developer will also do testing, but he will test the things gently. Okay, he will also perform testing, but gently. That means just a positive way. He will do testing in a positive way, like as said, checkbox accept 1 to 10. He will check with 1, 2, 3, 4, and his thought process is delivery. Whether I'm delivering by the time or not, that's his intention. Whose intention it is? Developer intention. Developer intention is only to deliver the project on timeline. That's it. Whereas tester's intention is a constructive and destructive process. As said, our intention is to finding the bugs. Very important. Our intention is to finding the bugs, not to say that they're absent. They're absence. There are no bugs in the software. We cannot say that. We need to do testing thoroughly and say that whether there are any bugs in the software or not. So that's the motto of tester. Okay, I'm just pausing here. Probably this is a demo. That's why I just gave small details about what exactly testing and what is the difference between project and the product, and what do we call before we start any testing, like it is an application under test or system under test, and what is the purpose of testing, and with a small example with a positive and negative testing. Okay, hope this is fine, and we'll meet next time. Thank you.